ladies and gentlemen, and thank you once more for taking your time to follow up with elementary mathematics and to watch Wafu TV so as to gain some knowledge on elementary mathematics. Today, as we promised you last time, we are going to mix two things. Before last time, we did addition of fractions, and last time we did subtraction of fractions. Today we have a specific case where we are going to do both together, how we can solve fractional problems when it involves mixed row, that is addition and subtraction. And that's the title of our lesson for today, addition and subtraction of fractions. Don't ask yourself why we should be repeating addition and subtraction of fractions, because there is something very peculiar, something very specific to addition and subtraction of fractions when they are combined. Remember, last time we did it separately, but today we want to see how we can solve problems in fractions when it involves the two rows together. Without waste of time, we'll go straight into trying to lay out what we want to achieve at the end of the lesson. We have just one objective to attain today, and that is interpret and solve problems in fractions involving mixed row, that is addition and subtraction. Pay very close attention so that you don't miss out on any important step as far as this is concerned. Here is our first example, and it says 2 7/10 plus 3 1/4 minus 2 4/5. When you have a question as such, the first thing I always advise is restate the question so that you have ample space and it will give you time to reflect on what to do. So to solve this, first restate as I have just mentioned, that is 2 7/10 plus 3 1/4 minus 2 4/5. In this case, it is simple and it is direct. We have addition and we have subtraction. We have mixed fractions and the denominators are different. In all these cases, we know what to do. So first, we can roll our straight line across below the fractions so that we can find the LCM of the denominators. And before we go into that, we can deal with the whole numbers first. 2 plus 3 is 5, and 5 minus 2 is 3. So we write our 3 here. The LCM of 10, 4, and 5 is 20. 20 divided by 10 is 2. 2 times 7 is 14. You bring down the plus sign. 20 divided by 4 is 5, and 5 times 1 is 5. You bring down the subtraction sign. 20 divided by 5 is 4, and 4 times 4 is 16. This is equal to, you bring your whole number first always so that you don't forget. 14 plus 5 is going to give 19, and 19 take away 16 is going to give us 3 all over 20. And that is just the simple thing to do when it comes to this kind of problems where you have addition first and subtraction second. Let's go into the second example. If you look at this second problem, it is almost similar to the first because it has addition and subtraction. But what makes this particular problem different is that we have subtraction before addition. And that is what makes the whole thing about addition and subtraction of fractions different from addition and subtraction separately. So if you have a problem as such, what you do is you have to restate. To restate means you first of all solve addition before coming to subtraction. And how do you do this? Follow up. To restate means we write our first fraction, which is 1 1/3. Then we bring addition first, and addition here is 4 and 5/12 minus, you bring the subtraction now, that is 2 1/4. And at this level, it looks directly similar to the first problem. And here we know what to do, that is to find LCM because the denominators are different. But before we do that, we always have to handle the whole numbers first. 1 plus 4 is 5, and 5 take away 2 is 3. It coincides that we have 3, but it will not always be 3. Then we find the LCM of 3, 12, and 4, and of course is 12. 12 divided by 3 is 4. 4 times 1 is 4. You bring down the plus sign. 12 divided by 12 is 1, and 1 times 5 is 5. Bring down the subtraction sign. 12 divided by 4 here is 3, and 3 times 1 is 3. This will be equal to 3 whole number first, so that you don't forget it, and 4 plus 5 is 9. 9 take away 3 will give us 6 all over 12. And this is a vulgar fraction, so we can simplify. 6 here 1, 6 here 2, and our answer will be 3 and half. 3 and a half. So that is it when it comes to addition and subtraction of fraction, with subtraction coming before addition. You restate, solve, and simplify as we've just done here. Now let's look at word problems. If you have a word problem, how do you interpret? What do you do so that you can easily know whether you are adding or you are subtracting, and to follow the steps that we have seen before now? Okay, here is question 3, and it's very simple. What fraction of my work is left if I have done 4/7 of it? You have a particular work to do, and you can identify the fraction of the work that you've done. So what do you do in this case? Follow up the steps. First, you assume, that is, let work or total work be equal to 1. Then we know the fraction done, so you identify fraction done, which is equal to 4/7. Therefore, fraction left will be equal to the total work that you had minus work that is done, and the work that is done is 4/7. This is the same as, if you want to put it all in fraction form, 1 all over 1 minus 4 all over 7. And this will be equal to 3 over 7. So in this case, when you're subtracting a fraction from the whole, simply find the difference of the fraction of the second fraction, and you express your answer by the same denominator. That is what you do if you have a word problem in fraction as such. Example 4. A tourist covers 4/9 of his journey by bus and 1/3 by car. If he still had 24 kilometers to cover, how long was the journey? Please pay attention and see the different steps that you take to the final answer. Let's assume that the total journey is a whole, which is 1. Let journey equals 1. The first fraction we have here is fraction covered by bus. Fraction covered by bus is equal to 4/9. And another fraction is covered by car. So we can identify fraction covered by car, which is 1/3. At this level, total fraction covered by bus and car will be, we know the fraction covered by bus, which is 4/9, and we add it to the fraction covered by car, which is 1/3. Here the denominators are different, so we find the LCM, which is 9. 9 divided by 9 is 1. 1 times 4, 4. Plus 9 divided by 3, 3. Times 1 is 3. And our total here will be 4 plus 3, which is 7 over 9. This is the total covered by bus and car. If we can identify the total fraction covered by bus and car, then we can find the fraction left. Fraction left from the whole journey. Fraction left will be equal to 1 minus 7 over 9, which is equal to, find the difference here, 2/9. Distance left is equal to 24 kilometers, which is the same as the fraction left, that is 2/9. Therefore, total distance will be equal to 24 kilometers divided by the fraction left, that is 2/9, which is the same as 24 over 1 times, you change the sign and invert the second fraction, that will be 9 over 2. 2 here, 1 time, 2 into 24, 12. And 9 times 12 will give 108 kilometers. So this is what you do when it comes to word problems in fraction as such. These are the steps to follow to arrive at the final answer. If this is understood, then we call it the day, and we always encourage that, like our videos, share them, and comment so that we can improve on the service. Do not miss our next lesson, which will be multiplication of fractions. See you in our next lesson. Ciao.